reading. This is a message for the collective, but it's going to be a message for the depressed, okay? Take what you need and leave the rest. Message for the depressed, please, Spirit guides. What messages do you have for me to pass on? This timeless message, so whenever it reaches you, I hope it resonates, and I hope whatever's going on with you and around you is going to be repaired, okay? Message for the depressed, please. Take what you need and leave the rest. We have innocence, validity, purification. Innocence, validity, and purification. So somebody has some issues going on in their childhood. Maybe some childhood innocence was taken. And the stillness. We have the night here. Okay, I'm sorry. We have the lake. We have the night. I keep saying night because I'm thinking of that song, "Still of the Night." You know, maybe your innocence was violated because we have validity and we have pure. You were pure. Your innocence was violated in the middle of the night. And we have veiled, and the secret probably came out when you were younger, or now that you're older, it's time to tell your story, okay? And we have perspective, but we also have karma. So what happened to you, what goes around comes around. Believe that. And DNA. So it has to be a family member who hurt you, okay? Messages for the collective, please. And this is you. If this resonates with you, if you are depressed, and you probably have a level of depression that's been going on all of your life because you haven't been able to heal from this childhood injury, from this childhood abuse or sexual abuse or whatever's going on here with you. You haven't been able to let this childhood secret go. It was volatile to you. It hurt you. You know, the truth came out then, or it's about to come out because you're wanting to. Even though you're probably grown and nobody ever knew, you're about to tell somebody this happened to you. Okay, you're about to tell your story, or you need to tell your story. Karma. Okay, what goes around comes around, and DNA. It may be a family member who did this to you. Okay. Loneliness. I know that I'm never alone. You have people who's been through what you've been through. So you're not the only one. It happened to me. Okay. I have a book right now that I actually published. It's at Amazon. It's called Stolen Innocence. Okay. So I understand. And it's so odd that childhood innocence, that's the first part that came out. So you're definitely depressed about what happened to you, but you've always felt lonely. You're probably singled out by this person because because of how you are. You're quiet, probably an empath, but you're very, very quiet. You don't say a lot. You keep to yourself. You spend a lot of time alone. And this person thought that they can do this to you and you not say anything. Maybe some of you did, and maybe some of you still haven't said anything. But it's time for you to speak your story. It's time for you to tell your truth. Okay? Okay, messages for those who are depressed, please, about some childhood issues. It could have been sexual, but it could have been also physically, mentally abused. It doesn't have to be sexual, but it could have been, very well been. It could have been everything, a little bit of everything here for you. And if so, I'm so sorry that you went through this because I know the feeling, all right? And we have adversity. I accept the challenges are the best way to learn. It's you going through this adversity, knowing that you are not alone. You're never, ever alone. This happens every damn day, you know, and I wish that we could do something to change it. We can sit down and we can talk about it, have open peer groups about it. But how many people do you know have been through the same thing that you go through? How many little girls and little boys are going through this right now and we don't know about it, okay? They stole your childhood innocence, and you have issues with trusting anybody, especially lovers. Very, very uncomfortable around members of the opposite sex because you don't want to be hurt again. But you have a purpose. This is your chance to repurpose what has happened to you and talk about it, so you can heal yourself, but also so you can be a support being for others, so they can heal. Okay, perfect opportunity for you to heal. Okay, I'm going to put in the comments the book that I wrote, Stolen Innocence. Give you the link to it if you're interested in purchasing it on Amazon, and it may help you. When people read that story, it's true. It is so true, and I thank God every day that I'm able to really talk about it. We have relationships. Your relationships have been affected. Every relationship you've had with members of the opposite sex or same sex, if you're in a same sex relationship, hinders you from really pulling this person into your life because you're so guarded on the inside because of what happened to you on when you were younger. And two, you may not even remember a lot of this stuff because I have pride, gay pride. Go for what you know, gay pride. I don't know, I'm hearing that in my head. Be proud of who you are, okay? And don't think because when you were younger, you went through that you were younger, you went through what you went to and when you were younger, now you're gay. Who cares? You know, you can't let your past dictate your future or dictate who you think you were meant to be. All right? Just think about that. Okay? You all have a purpose no matter what you've been through. You were pure. This happened to you. This happened to you. You didn't cause this. This wasn't your fault. It was a family member. It could have been a family member. We have DNA, okay? Or the initials DNA. Okay? Trust that the universe put you here for a reason, to tell your story, to help other people go through what you've already been through. You're going to persevere and get through this, okay? And you're going to thrive and really, really show the world who you really are. You're never ever alone. You never have went through this alone. You always had spirit. You always had God and your angels by your side, okay? And we have gratitude, being thankful for this life and the opportunity it presents. The opportunity is telling you it's time for you to tell your story. My story, and the person who hurt you probably died. Okay, that was their karma. They probably died. There is probably them. Some of them probably died natural causes or whatever, or some of them was just taken out. However it resonates, but it was their karma. It was their time to go. Some of them are maybe still living, but you know what? No matter what, we have to forgive these people who hurt us. We have to forgive these people who hurt us. Okay, so we can feel better about ourselves. And it will help us to move on away from this negative energy, this lonely feeling that we have. Like, I can't believe this happened to me, or whatever the situation is, okay? You have to love yourself, okay? Still love yourself. You are lovable. You may feel that you're damaged goods, or that you will never ever get over this thing that somebody stole your innocence and took away everything about you, and how you feel so incomplete because of what you've been through. I'm hearing a song. I'm going to put a song in the comments for you all to listen to. Mariah Carey, Love Takes Time to Heal When You're Hurting Inside. I'm putting that in the comments for y'all to listen to. Love Takes Time. I think that's the name of it. Chills, baby. I'm getting chills. Love takes time to heal when you're hurting inside. I don't know why I feel the need to put that in there, but that's the song I'm hearing for this reading for you all. I'm going to also put, this is a trigger warning, okay? Messages, please, for those who are depressed. Grounding yourself within the earth, feeling yourself, making sure that you go out in nature, take long walks, walking in the park, walking in your neighborhood, to ground yourself, to feel that you are one with the universe, because you are, okay? And rooting yourself and understanding that you're rooted to your family. No matter what they did to you, you're going to be forever a part of that family. Even the bad branch, even the person that hurt you, even the people who knew about this but refused to do something about it. They refuse to talk about it. Whatever happens in this family stays in this family. We have compassion and we have solitude. Being compassionate for yourself and continuing to love yourself, but not feeling like you're being isolated from everybody, but also being willing to help other people and talk about the shit and the issues that went down in your childhood and how it's affected you to this day. The things that you've been through, the things that, hold on, y'all. Let me tell you something. Hold on. Okay. Yeah. So, this is my book. It's different on the cover is different, although I'm going to go back and change the cover, but it's called Stolen Innocence. So just being different, you need to talk. You need to tell your story, okay? And people were here, okay? I'm going to read something out of here, Okay. Back in the early in my early childhood days, I didn't know about stranger danger and good touch, bad touch. I think that's why I didn't understand what my brother was doing. Not only didn't it feel right, it was just plain old wrong. My brother was not the only perpetrator of my abuse. Okay, now the names I have in here are not true names. Okay, so I'm going to say what's in here. Okay, my mother had this friend. His name was Mr. Elliott. Mr. Elliott was an old cat, probably around 50 or 60 years old. I hate to have to keep saying this, but I only remember bits and pieces of some events. It's almost as if I remember only the abuse, but nothing that leads up to the actual events itself. I remember some things, but not all things. I went to Mr. Elliott's house with him. Don't ask me why. I don't know why Mr. Elliott was given permission to take a young girl to his house. I was taking a nap on the couch, and Mr. Elliott put his hand between my legs and played with my vagina. All I remember was that he scratched me down there. I remember saying ouch, but as I felt his unpleasant scratch on my skin. Okay? So, just different things like that, you all. But this book is called Stolen Innocence. I'm going to put that, like I said, in the comments. But so we remember things. We hold on to things. We get these flashbacks with things. I get a lot of flashbacks, but one song, which is a trigger for me, is "I Will Survive" by Gloria Gaynor. I hate that song. I know that song is meant to empower people, empower women, and have them survive what they're going through. And I totally understand that. But I was molested during the disco age, so that song was very popular back then, and I remember that playing. So it's just like, this may sound crazy, but another trigger of mine is powdered donuts. The white powdered donuts. You'll understand why if you decide to read the book. But yeah, so a lot of triggers. We all go through different trigger moments. We all maybe have triggers during sex, making love to somebody, or just walking down the street, or waking up in a night sweats or something. But we have to realize this. We're in this together. If you have other people to talk to, or you kind of figure that something's happening to somebody, talk to them. They always say whatever happens in this house stays in the house. It shouldn't have to be that way. If you're going through something, or if you know somebody's going through something, fine, get help. Yeah, it's easier said now than back then when you were younger, because you felt so submerged in secrets and family secrets. Okay, you can't keep that shit a secret forever. You got to talk about it. Have love and compassion for yourself so you can help others. Have love and compassion for yourself so you can help others. And I'm going to stop right there. Okay. I hope this message resonates with you. I hope you get the help that you are needed. If you all want to talk offline, email me. My email is listed below in the description section. Okay. I'm going to put that song, like I said, in the comments. Love Takes Time to Heal by Mariah Carey. Talk to you later.